What's going on, listeners? This your man, Keefe, Laporte, a.k.a. Solo Kees, Thor, a.k.a. the one-man team. You better check it out on Facebook. How you doing? Happy holidays. You gonna check in? Anybody else gonna check in?
Same mic, J Thriller, might talk a lot.
Say that again, say that again.
Same mic, J Thriller, might talk a lot. Negro spiritual, beautiful mind, mic, camera, action. I'm in the building,
And I'm Trooper Joe, and I'm here to keep it real for you. And first I want to shout out my boy over there at the YMCA. Yeah, Mark.
Oh Lord, Matt Evans, yo,
Yeah,
the new wellness director at the YMCA.
He's doing some wonderful things over there. I want everybody to go over there and check out the programs that he'll be having up and running. We'll be looking for a team to do some team spotting events and stuff. There'll be some good training going on. So everybody that's out there, when your New Year's resolution, think about the YMCA and get over there and check out some of these programs.
The YMCA went up on their membership cards, right? Membership fees, right?
Man, listen, it's all about that.
I don't know about all that, Messiah. I didn't ask that.
Well, you ain't gotta ask.
He's rich. You don't ask. You don't look at the price tag. He's rich.
Who's rich?
Troop.
Troops rich?
Yeah, I said that they went up, they doubled their price. He said, I don't know nothing about that. I know nothing about that because I gotta pay. That's why I ain't been in there, man.
Right. Well, yeah, that's crazy, yo. And that's nuts. So I ain't gonna talk about that. How business has changed, because I was just talking to Will Truefit. Shouts out to Will Truefit about putting on a good product.
Actually, my name is Tupac. Put some respect on my name.
So Tupac, and I ain't gonna put no respect on it. I asked him about the professionality, and that's what I want to talk about, being professional in 2017. He says, "Yo, are you paying me?" So I kind of, I could dig it, but I really can't, but I could,
You can't get professional without pay. Pay professional suggests pay.
I hear you, but he's getting
professional.
He's getting paid to do it. He says, "Am I paying him?" Being that I'm not paying him, that means I can't.
Let me make this one.
Right, make it clear.
Here's the problem, right?
Yes.
If I'm getting paid by an employer, then the employer has the right to question me about my work. If you are not my employer, you are not paying me, then you have no place to ask me about what's being done, what I should or should not be doing. That's all I was saying, and I was saying it quite kindly as well. My name is Tupac. Please put some respect on my name.
So, and there go. Where the product though? So I know my man Mike St. Dred likes a good quality product.
Right.
So where the product being recorded, I just wanted to make sure that everything was set up. It felt like that's all. I was being more concerned about your job than
your own job?
Than my own. No, to be truthful. But I'm on point with my own job though. To be truthful, I'm on point with my own job. But at the end of the day, I guess it's all about...
Jordan, get in here, man.
Yeah, right, Jordan. It's all about professionalism going into the 2017. That's my topic. We'll talk about it later. But I want to give a shout out to, Emily Rebecca for the PAR program at AIDS Project Worcester, and a big, humongous shout out to Mike E. Rello at Everyday Miracles. Yesterday was another, I guess, another life-changing event for me. The Crime Intervention Program, CIT program that the Worcester PD has, which is supposed to be a deterrent to, I guess, crime, but I guess now they're venturing along the lines of addiction. They came and they had like about 14 baskets, which was like, Christmas baskets that they passed out. I think 4 went to, who they wanted to go to, and 10 went to people from Everyday Miracles. And it was a good thing, leading into the week of Christmas, to see, people's money or donations, go to the less fortunate. So I give a shout out to Everyday Miracles and the people, the recipients of these baskets. They gave Mike an award, but shouts out. If you're battling addiction, and the bad thing about it is addiction is the book is opening up on addiction because it's mental. Whether you're addicted to drugs or a lifestyle or whatever it is,
Why don't they stop trying to put addiction as some kind of disease that you catch by walking in the street, or some kind of disease that you're born with and stuff. Somewhere down the line, I don't care, you made a choice. You decided, let me see what's this like. I'm gonna experiment with this drug to see what it's like to get high and stuff like that. And that drug don't care nothing about you. You ain't gonna give that drug respect to say, I ain't messing with it. And you're gonna think that you're smart enough or strong enough to overcome the effects of those drugs and stuff. That ain't gonna happen.
Well, true. I beg to differ. I don't want to turn this into what we're going to deem as what's addiction and what's not addiction. Whether somebody made a bad choice or not, it's all the same. I ain't gonna say it's all the same. It's degrees of it, but addiction's addiction. You know, whether somebody made a bad choice, they was forced into a bad choice, it's still, you know, something that has a bad stigma. Like crime, you know, it's like, you know, addicts and criminals, you know, are in the same boat. And I don't think that's right, because at the end of the day, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected.
I don't know what that means either.
That means if you're smarter and you're richer, you should be doing more, not sitting there pointing fingers on why people may.
So I have to say this like this. I'm managing, like, my social anxiety is progressing. People like, yo, social anxiety, and it's only been coming on like the last 2 years. And I'm really, like, shout out to everybody who's dealing with, like, mental health and all the variations of that. 'Cause this is so Keefe on one hand, right? Like, this is my stuff. I'm saying this now, like, so we're Voice of the Voices, and Keefe continuously comes to the table with these almost like, you know the saying, like, it's a Bible saying, you teach a man to fish, you feed a man, he'll eat for a day. You teach a man to fish, he'll live forever. But Keefe, you constantly come to the table with these fish stories. They gave out bags. They gave out dinners. They gave out lunches. That doesn't fix people's life.
Hell
that just
no.
gives them a meal for the next 2 hours. Those are not solutions. And as long as we can, those are the things that
I
actually.
wasn't talking about it as far as being a
But
solution.
I don't even know.
or
But
what's
you
a fish
constantly
story?
big these up. And you have a right to, right? You have a right to, because it's your mouth, it's your word, your life. But I have the same thing is true for me. And it's very with the sky falling, for people with a microphone to be bigging up like stuff that is almost damn near insignificant. It's frustrating for me. Just for me, it's my stuff. And then Troop, on the other hand, loving to death. But this is what happens with the world. Like, I don't understand you. I don't understand what's wrong with you. So I'm going to create my own like diagnosis, and I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. We don't look at why people do what they do. We just look at what they do and then demonize them for it, right? If somebody continuously falls short, the answer is something's wrong with them. Not that they don't want better. Not that they don't want better. No, everybody comes out the vagina wanting something in life or with a destiny, right? But then we all fall short in different reasons. We all have different reasons. But when you see people continuously at 4:30 in a snowstorm giving oral sex to get a hit that's going to happen, that tells you that there's something wrong with these people. These people are not choosing this lifestyle.
No, that ain't what I said.
And
That ain't,
You said somewhere along the line you made a choice.
somewhere along the line you made a choice to start an experiment with the drug, and knowing that the drug doesn't care. You may have convinced yourself that I can handle it, I can beat it, I can defeat. Somewhere along that line, you made a choice. You said, oh man, okay, I just try this one hit, and the next thing you know, they want 2 hits. Or they might go over here and they feel, I have no idea why they tried to do that, do whatever it is. And what my main thing is, I don't feel as though it can be classified as a disease, and you can attack it as a disease because it started out as a choice. As the choice, the only possibilities that's left are the ones that you take yourself.
Do you feel like compulsion is a choice?
What do you mean compulsion?
A compulsion is a choice. Do you feel like a compulsion is a choice?
I'm not talking about the effects of the
I want the listeners to know what you mean by
opiate.
compulsion. What do you mean by
I said compulsion.
So let the listeners-
Compulsion means like I just got to. Like the pedophiles who like who kill this, or like the people like, I don't want to do this, I just need to touch this, or I just need to, like, I'm 685 pounds and I'm morbidly obese, but I need to eat this dozen of donuts. Like
Troop
that's
is
not a
saying
choice, that's a
that- he's saying
compulsion.
it's a choice.
I'm not going. I'm starting before
We also got
scene
alcohol.
one.
Shout out to West.
I'm not at scene one yet. I'm at the preface to the play. I'm at the
Prevention, you're saying.
I'm not even at prevention.
'Cause
I'm
you're
at the
talking about
start
before.
of the play.
You're talking about the choice, right?
Yes,
The choice starts at
the
the
green pill or the
beginning.
red
What
pill?
beginning?
The blue pill or the red pill?
Exactly.
If you're gonna take,
You mean the choice starts when you step out
You
from
either
SU at
take it-
nighttime and then
you
when you get
either-
older?
no,
You mean
you
the
either-
choice-
One at a time.
You either take the drug or you don't. There's some place where it started.
Word.
Right there. That's what I'm talking about. It's not a disease. As far as I can see, you didn't inherit it. You didn't get it because it was snowing outside or any of those things. Someplace along the line, you made a conscious choice to say, "Oh, let me try this." You know, it might have been a harmless choice in your mind at the time, but you made a conscious choice to say, "Let me try this." And now people are trying to. I think actually people are trying to. A lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people are trying to make themselves look important and good and further their own, whatever it might be, job, whatever social status or whatever it is, by calling opiate stuff. It's a disease. We have to treat it like a disease, and we have to attack it like a disease. And I know the cure for how we're going to do this. You don't have a cure for this. It's not a disease.
Not all diseases have cures.
No.
So just because it doesn't have a cure doesn't disqualify it as a disease. Furthermore,
You can't catch it. You can't give it to me.
you don't catch all diseases. Some diseases are inherited.
Yeah, you can't inherit it.
Yes, you do inherit addiction. You inherit the trait to be an addict.
Yeah, you do.
Who said that?
The discovery of
genes.
DNA, like the DNA project.
That's why you got called crack babies. And
Right?
Those are crack babies.
They're born addicted.
Yeah,
But there's some people. There's some people that have a natural proclivity, a natural inclination to be addicted. Exists. They were born with that. They didn't acquire that. They didn't buy it. They didn't pick it. They were born with that.
But
that
they
gene, that gene
still
exists.
come with the conscious thing to say, I ain't going there.
No. But you're missing the point, right? You're missing the point right here, right? If I have the disease of addiction, like I have the proclivity, the inclination,
Yeah.
the more likelihood to be addicted to something, the addicted personality, whether it be sugar, sex, violence, money, whatever. Like I have addiction is part of my personality. That is what I'm born with. We all get born with like a set of attributes and characteristics.
Yeah.
Addiction is mine. You don't have that. We both go through. Say we both were molested. And then at 10 years old,
I ain't going molested. I'm staying on opiates. I don't want to change it up to something else.
No. But it doesn't. You don't get to silence me. No. What you don't understand is that people are escaping through drugs because of trauma. So there is no yet. Whether it be molestation, whether it be seeing your mother beat, whether it be extreme poverty, people are often going to drugs as an escapism. Addiction, right? So like when people go to get high to escape, to absolve themselves from their problems, to run from their problems. So there is no, oh no, we're not talking about molestation. We're not talking about violence. We're not talking about arrested development. We're not talking about traumatized youth. That is what we're talking about. We need people to stop talking about people if they don't understand why people do things. Back to this thing now.
I didn't understand
if we
choice.
let me be clear. What don't you understand, Keefe? Because I know things. So let me break it down for you.
That at the end of the day, I talked about this in a positive light. The holidays are coming. Police did something good. The everyday miracles. I wasn't talking about it being a fish story. I wasn't.
It's not just your conversation. There's four of us in here.
Can I talk? I let you talk. I let you.
No. You stepped over me. But no, go ahead. But no, there you did because you said, "Huh?" While I was talking. So you didn't let me talk. Don't lie to you. Let me talk.
You went into the trauma on why people got it.
That's right.
You don't got to yell. I can hear you.
No. Don't tell me. Yo, fam, listen. Look right here. Look, man. There is no hate. I don't play the sucker stuff. Don't talk over me and then say I let you talk. Don't make sounds when I'm talking and say I let you talk.
Cutting you off like you cut me off.
But you did.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, you did.
All right, next. So holidays are coming up. You know, right?
And then when the monkeys show up, then you be like, oh, why you did that?
So,
why you check me on camera? Yo, stop playing me, fam.
Listen, holidays.
Now,
What do you wanna
giggle about
You
that,
wanna
right?
talk about addiction? Go ahead. Talk about addiction. We listen.
Nah, moving on. Moving on.
Move on.
Yeah.
It's a
because you do that
it's
stuff
a
all
real
the time,
bad,
man.
touchy subject because it comes with a lot of emotions and stuff.
And I
Granted, I'm really with
No,
that.
Keefe only wants to talk about what he wants to talk about because he gets behind the mic and then streamline that conversation to little insignificant stuff, and then when you bring up stuff, oh no, we're not talking about that. We're gonna talk about police handing out goodie bags.
Yeah, I thought we
That's
were
that's what you did. That's what you did. That's the third time you brought up. You tagging people in police. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Go ahead.
Hey, that's what you saying. You uncomfortable with that, not me. So go ahead and speak your uncomfortable truth.
Oh, now you want me to talk? I'm good.
Oh, well then,
I'm good.
then exactly. Keep it moving. The holidays are coming up.
Can I sit in my for a
And
second?
want to talk about...
I just like to say my name is Tupac. Put some respect on my name. Thank you. I just
And
want
we're
to get that out
going to
there.
jump into holidays.
It is holiday.
You know, so what do you want for Christmas?
I want people who don't got no idea what the hell they talking about to stop talking. That's what I want.
People, then shut the hell up. The word, you shouldn't be talking. Shit.
I've never been really a good Christmas kind of receiver myself. I'm more of a Christmas type of giver. I like to give things to people for Christmas because, you know, there's a lot of people out there that I really I hold dear to my heart. But, you know, I don't know how dear, but they're pretty close. You know, and I like to give people things like that for Christmas and everything, but for myself personally, to receive something for Christmas, even when I was a kid, there was never anything I really wanted. I was a strange kid. Man, you know, enjoyment to me was climbing a tree. You know, I like that, or running, or jumping and doing stupid stuff like that. That was my enjoyment. Nobody could give that to me, and there was nothing that could replace that, or even come close to that. Even as a kid, I was the hardest kid in the world to buy a present for because I never wanted anything. You know? And I'm still like that. There's nothing I really want for Christmas other than to share with other people. If I think somebody really likes something, you know, I might get it for them on a Thursday. It ain't got to be Christmas. It could be June Thursday, and I might say, "Oh, I see that. Oh, they like that," and I'll pick that up for them.
What do you want, Will?
I would just like I would just like for
Respect.
Christmas, so people put respect on my name, Tupac. But I also would like for my I would really like for my show, the 5 o'clock Shadow or the 9 a.m. Rise radio show, to do good enough where I can start making money, and so my wife won't have to work. That would be that's a dream of mine.
Okay. What do you want, Mike?
I want to be sucker free, get suckers away from me, you know.
And, yeah, I love it. I love it.
What question is it?
What you want for
It's a
Christmas?
serious question. We adults over here, man. If y'all haven't been wanting to, you know, get justice, you know, like,
Justice?
I don't know if that's. I'm not even putting that in the
I got a
Christmas
stick. I
category.
want my knee to get better. I done blew my knee out. I don't like that.
Oh, dang, you got a knee pad on.
Yeah,
Knee brace.
I blew my knee out there.
Boy,
You want to be able to walk again?
Hamstring, knee and stuff. Training's rough out there, folks. Training's rough. I train all the time. And training's rough. So for Christmas, I want everybody, if they're going to train and take on an adventure, be smart. Don't be dumb like me. Be smart. You got to be smart.
Can I finish mine though?
Sure, you put the mic in my face.
Because
You put it in my
Yeah, I know.
face.
Because I was talking. So I thought you already established that when somebody's talking, you know, let them talking, and you can talk after that, and I'll listen to you. But yeah. So
Who are you?
Think, right? No.
Who are you?
Kunta. I'm in here, man. About 1 foot off. And I gotta make an announcement
You wanna
right
keep that
now to
other
you
one?
guys, right now. I love you, brothers to death, but this is my last show today, and that's serious. Last show today. I love you, brothers to death. It's not about nobody on the show, nothing. I'm really trying to focus. 2017. I'm really trying to focus on 2 things that I'm prioritizing. Right. One, vocabulary. No, sir. But this 2 things I'm trying to focus on more, and I have to put all my energy and time towards this because the impact that non-custodial parents have to go through, it's atomic and it's microscopic at the same time. So
I'm lost.
I know you're definitely gonna be lost in this truth, Joe. The lost for like since day one of me doing the show, he's been lost. But my brother over here understand what I'm talking about. And like I had this article one time and I shared it, and this person went and killed his baby mom because of her taking her child support and getting her hair done and stuff like that. I definitely don't advocate violence because people was like saying I advocated violence, but I just want to show what can happen to somebody. Like everybody are not mentally stable, you know what I mean? And psychology and the way your mind works is different for everybody else, you know what I mean? So if something's really truly unfair and stuff like that, which I believe that was an unfair thing that this woman would do that with his money supposed to go to his kids, right? So what he did was unjustified, right? but I can understand what he went through. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna create an organization. I'm gonna mimic a couple organizations that's already going on in Maryland and Texas, and that's help support non-custodial parents, specifically fathers and stuff, because the majority of the time the fathers are the non-custodial parents, and create advocacy around it and awareness around it, and really focus on how we can, you know, make common sense adjustments to the child support system, because I think it's imperative. I think we need that system. There's mothers out there that have bad fathers that don't really do nothing for their kids and stuff like that, and I understand that you need a system to help and support that individual mom. You know what I'm saying? But then you have moms that taking advantage of that, and you have a lot of people who are real sympathetic more to the mothers than they are to the fathers that's in the situation, and usually the mothers always get the go ahead, and they always believe the mother over the dad. So we gotta make some fair imbalance in that system.
I applaud you for your thing, you know, and what I really want to say is, I actually believe deep down in my heart, if there's anybody that can pull this off and make this work for the way you want to work, you're the person that can do it.
Thank you.
I really believe, I ain't saying that because you were just doing all these stuff. I'm just saying that because I truly believe that you have the makings to make this thing work, you know, and if you need some help, you know, we're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a touchy situation, because Nate, I seen your stuff all week on Facebook. I hit you in your bedroom, and I wondered, I'm just not in the best place to be that supportive. I'm trying to keep myself grounded. I know your situation. I seen like you was going through with the child support. I know you know most of your situation. I kind of feel like I have an idea of the type of father you are. However, on the other hand, in that example, I'm with all due respect, I'm sick of men like crying about that. You know how much one meal costs, like a dinner, like anywhere between $30 and $45, right? $25 and $40, right? Just for a meat, 2 sides and a drink. That's one meal.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to be provided 3 times a day, 7 days a week. So if you do that 33 times, so 90.
$45?
My meals for meat, for steak. So you do steak, mashed potatoes, and some sort of vegetable, right, or some sort of rice pilaf, right, and then the drink. So the steak is about $12, right. So I have is 3 children, 2 adults, right, and whoever else. Just say like without itemizing, say $20, $25 for a meal. 3 times a day, 75 per day times 7. 75, so that's $500 a week.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have fathers, right? That's just meals. That's not transportation.
Mm-hmm.
That's not medicine. That's not clothing. That's not attention. That's not like that. Not a kid. You'll have fathers who with fresh Air Maxes on complain about paying $75 a week, bro. That don't even take care of one fifth of the week's expenses. And then you'll have these will be the same men. They be like, yo, she doing this. She taking the money I'm giving and going tricking with dudes. Bruh, what about the money that you taking tricking with the chicks? Or what about all the time that you have on with the kids? You don't worry about the kids waking up. You don't worry about the kids going to bed. You don't worry about the kids coming off the bus. You don't worry about the kids going to the doctor.
Not have something to
you just throw it. You just take that little child support deduction and be like, hey, I'm good money. I did my job as a father. Not you, but like I'm saying, men across the board.
I understand. Like I said from my first fight, any so-called deadbeat dads that's doing that stuff, right? But on the second hand too, right? So say if you can provide a meal for $5, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't get your $25 meal that day.
You mean dollar menu?
No, I'm talking about like you said, a meal costs $25 average, right?
Right.
So once a day or 2 days, you can provide a $5 meal or a $7 meal, right? Which is not steak. Maybe you substitute that with something cheaper than a steak, right? Because steak is hot. So when that issue happens, is that mother that has to provide that meal getting threatened to go to jail? She provides this $5 plate that day or a $6 plate that day. Is she threatened to go to jail? Is she threatened for the DOR to come and garnish her wages, to take her transportation, her ID to drive and stuff? These things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the system has to be there, but at the same time, they need common sense changes to that. So all right, so say if a dad is not being involved and not paying for the expenses that he's supposed to be in. Adequate.
Or just making babies randomly, like 4 babies, 3 baby mothers, like that type of dude.
Well, I'm not talking about that dude. Let's talk about that, but let's not really focus on that. I'm just trying to really see how this can work for everybody, right?
Okay.
So, because I believe the mother should take a part of the child support system, but it should be some negotiation and it should be hearing from both sides of the story to see how we can come to some middle agreement, right?
Right.
So I don't believe that. Right? So you say you do didn't pay child support for, like, you don't pay child support, if you have to pay child support, if you don't pay 3 payments, if you just, say if you lose your job, you don't make 3 payments, they take away your license, your driver's license. So if you do that, how is that adequate for the kid? So now I don't got my license, now I'm out of work, and a license will help me get a better job, right? So why taking a license away is going to help that father be more responsible in that kid's life?
So it's not right, but let me ask you, let me give you pushback on that, right?
Okay.
The mother never gets to say, I don't have a job for the 3 weeks. They find a way to feed that child every day. I can't tell you how many times I hear men saying, I don't have a job. I don't care, you shouldn't have made the kid. Go find some money.
Well, same thing for her though. You know why? Because say, I don't know about Ari father, my situation, I say, hey, give me my daughter. You don't have to worry about none of this part. Anything like this, I won't take you to child support.
That's a game changer.
I won't do nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just give me her.
Most fathers are not saying that,
If she's a bandit, a burden on you, and you can't do this, you know what I'm saying? If you can't figure it out, give me her. Because you know what? Because if I don't have food that day, you know what? I'm going to go to a shelter. I'm going to go to a food bank. I'm going to get food. I'm not going to say, hey, give me money out of you, even though I know you don't got no money. And if you don't give me money, you're going to go to jail.
Most of the fathers,
You can't see him and go to jail.
Most of the fathers being impacted by child support, do you think they fall in that same category right there, what you're talking about? Give me my child?
Most men that I talk to, I would say 50-50.
That's
You know what I'm
fair.
saying?
That's
50-50. And then, like, to tell you the truth, man, Dred, I don't know how to put this in words, but there's something where you get a letter in the mail and you have to pay a certain amount of money, and a lot of times it's these cats that probably went to jail before, came out of jail, and you might have a pit like, I want to change my life for real now, you know what I'm saying? So now you're really struggling to get a job. You're really like, it's really, like, I don't see people like handing people jobs like, here's a job, here's a job. So if you're really struggling to get a job, whatever, and you really can't pay it, why is the alternative for the person to go to jail? These are things that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a setup. That's a setup to put him right.
These are the things I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that dad that's like out there, you know, he got Air Maxes on.
But
even that is
still. That's what I want to know what Mike's argument is, because I know you're saying
that same person will be complaining that the mother went out and got drinks, but you got fresh Air Maxes on, complaining that she took you to court for $35 more.
But you know what that is though? That's like I spent a bunch of stuff on stuff and knowing I didn't have the money for it, right? That has a lot to do with that person, that individual. I don't think you can judge that person and say that dude's a bad dad. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we'll buy something we don't have money for it really because we're insecure about ourselves and all this stuff. You know, it takes a lot of that happens. Not to justify it or nothing like that. But that is on play. You know what?
But does that get a pass?
No, I'm not saying it does get a pass, but it does in play.
Doesn't make him a bad person that deserves to go to jail.
It makes you not a good father. It makes you not a good father.
Yeah, it makes you not a good father. But like, I believe, right? The moms that have sex with these men know this prior.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? They know this
Vice
prior.
versa.
And vice versa, right? So they know this prior. So it's a game that these two parents are playing, which is not involving the kid. You know what I'm saying? At all. Like the kid's best interest is not even in mind.
At all.
And then it comes a game of, oh, you know what? I got one on you. I got one on you. I got one on you. You know what I'm saying?
So as it stands right now, child support is in favor of the woman. You're saying that that's great then, right, Mike?
Yes.
And you're saying, well, I already know I'm on child support. I don't got a license because of it.
Everything needs to be equal. It can't be like I'm more favor for the woman or more favor for the man. I'm not asking for to be more favorable for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking for
who's here on child support?
George.
Who's here on child support?
I just came from a DCF meeting, 10 o'clock this morning, right? I'm here, a resident of the state of Massachusetts, due to DCF. They would do no home court study, and my resident in Tennessee, they would do no home study in Florida, you could look at me and say, oh, he got on fresh Air Max. Oh, he got a fresh haircut. Oh, he got a brand new shirt. But guess what? Just like it takes a community to raise a child. You see what I'm saying? Just because I got on something fresh, that don't mean I bought it. That just mean I'm loved. My homeboy cut hair. He gave me this for free. My girlfriend liked me. She bought me these shoes. You know what I mean? My birthday was the other day. My mama sent me a shirt. But I'm still here for my daughter.
And I feel you so much, because I'll give you one example. I'll go to court. I wish I can show you this Echo watch, which is a gold-plated watch, where you know them watches that you scratch off a couple, wear it for 2 months, and you turn silver, you wear it even longer, your wrist turn green. It's a cheap watch, right? You know what I'm saying? But I have the watch. I'm chilling in court, looking at the judge. We're discussing my remodification that went through. We're discussing that. He stops everything and says, "That's a nice watch. Where you get that watch from? How come you can't pay more child support?" I was like, "What watch?" I look at this watch. I said, "Your Honor, this is an Echo gold-plated watch. It has silver. It's not even real silver. It's a cheap watch. You know what I'm saying?" And I said, "You know what, Your Honor? My girl brought me this for my birthday." You know what I'm saying? So, Mike, although I do agree with a lot of stuff in there, but that's perception. And if you're dealing with the court cases with a child, if you're using perception as your way of relaying a message or getting your point across, that's very dangerous, because perception can always be lies. I can have, like I just mentioned about how a Echo watch that was gold plated, and the judge told me, "That's a nice watch. How much you get your watch for? You can pay more child support." The watch cost less than $60, and my girl bought it for me for Christmas, and it was a bootleg, broken. Now it's broken. The thing broke on it.
And I disagree, because at the end of the day, child support, the system is meant to break families down. Am I not right, Mike?
Yes.
No.
It's not meant to break families down?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
No.
Are you on child support, Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, I think the system is a little bit broken within
Having to hit
itself.
you with a U-turn, right?
You know, because I think what happens a lot
You have a
with the
reasonable
system,
person
the
that you
system,
help.
Right,
people
that's
start
what-
out in that system with the child and stuff like that. They're not more than kids themselves. They're not adults.
Facts.
And now you're trying to force them to be adults, and they don't know how. Nobody's giving any instructions on how you're going to be adult, not how you're going to change a diaper, but how you're going to face the world and become a man enough to know you got to do this and make sacrifices and this. You're still libido's running crazy. You're out there looking and scoping and sniffing the air like some wolf, you know. And the girls are doing the same thing, because they're still children too. And it starts out that way, you know. And that's a problem.
So
that's a
child
problem.
support don't help.
So child support don't help at all.
I'm like, so like the one thing that I'm grateful in life is my enlightenment on my privilege and my power. And the same way I expect white people to talk to speak the truth about what happens with white people, I'm going to speak the truth about what happens with men. I'm not going to sit here and make this lie. I don't know a lot of good men. I've been, and I was raised. It's not that we are raised to be animals. We're raised to be savages. I know. I've been in a group around men who normalize rape, who normalize sleeping with their man's girl, sleeping with their man's baby mother, sleeping with their girl's sister. I know men who normalize having sex all
Do
the
you know a lot
time.
of good women?
I know more good women than good
You
men.
got to sleep with somebody.
I know more. And it's like 8 to 1. 8 to 1. I know more good women than good men, by far. But the other thing I'm gonna say to this, right? When you said, I think that's real what you were saying about the perception. But troops, you're thinking about chivalry, right? When we had this movement away from what real men are, right? And I hate that saying, but like responsible men. If you got a girlfriend that loves you, babe, I know, appreciate it, but I gotta pay this child support. Give me that $60 and let me pay this child support bill, right? If your kid is hungry, pawn that watch. If your kid is hungry, you ain't got no business looking fresh if your kids are hungry, if your kids need. None whatsoever. You're supposed to come last. And this happens too much for men. Men always looking for passes. They always looking for, and I'm not saying that because look, one of the things I'm pushing for is a safe space for privileged people like men. Like, we don't get to say, like because we are the exactors and the perpetrators, we don't get to say, damn, man, they made me like this, man. They made me chase this. They made me look at people like this. They made me like, you don't get no safe space to talk about what's going on with you. But I'm for damn sure ain't giving nobody no passes on coming up short. You ain't got no business being fresh if you in debt. Myself included.
It's all circumstances. Because like, one circumstance you can say, hey, this gentleman is taking advantage of his kid's mom and his kid. You can say that, but if you see somebody that looks nice and stuff, and they couldn't pay child support, that's like kind of it's kind of like what he said. You don't know where this person got his clothes from. You don't know if somebody brought a gift to this person.
As an adult, are you prioritizing right? Are you prioritizing right?
So if somebody buys you a new pair of jeans that's 34, dirty, you gotta give them to your kid that doesn't even.
If your kid is hungry, or to keep the judge from taking away your license, you ain't gonna take off this $75 sweater.
Kids are hungry in Worcester.
I don't know.
Oh, they're not. Women got so much free stuff that they can get.
Yo, I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club. There was kids. I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club. When I was the athletic director. Where there was kids that used to steal graham crackers because they were hungry. Don't tell me kids ain't hungry.
If that's the case, then that's their mother's fault, because there's so many programs and things available to them that they can. Who has primary custody of them? Not the father. The mother too busy telling the father you can't see him.
How do you know that? You just made up backstory.
Oh, that's a made up. You just said dinner was $45 for.
I buy dinner.
I buy dinner too, and for one child, it's not no daggone $45. And you don't have to have steak either.
Who's cooking for dinner for one child? So now you're
talking about one child. We're not talking about family.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, I don't have to feed her family. I got to feed one kid.
You still have to feed the mother.
No, you don't have to feed the mother.
No, you do not feed the mother.
When did that? It's called child support, not child and mother support.
The mother takes care of the child. That you can't. It's like this is the insanity amongst men.
Yep.
This sounds like white people right here, right?
Okay.
This is the privilege going crazy.
I'll be your huckleberry.
You think that the mother can die in Paris as long as I feed the child? That makes no damn sense.
The mother can take care of herself. She's an adult too. It's not. She can't. So that's my responsibility.
That becomes her responsibility.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's insane.
I gotta. Let me ask
That's
you something.
insane.
That's just real crazy for me. All right. So you make a baby with a girl, right?
And also you gotta take care of her.
Girl, right? So.
Wait, that did sound dumb.
So
that did sound dumb.
So you have to. You have to look out for the baby and the woman.
Yes.
So
the woman is taking care of the baby. The baby can't take care of herself.
Hold on. So let me ask you. Does the woman take care of the man?
If the baby was staying with the man, the woman would have to.
Nate,
So the woman, so if the man has a kid, the woman has to take care of both of them.
That's how the law works.
Nate, I just want to say one thing. Nate, I was with you a second, but let me say something real quick.
Think about nature.
Nate, I was just saying, Nate, no matter what she is, no matter how your relationship ended, or whatever it is, she is still the mother of your child, and that you shouldn't have to even be asked to do something like that. I wasn't with Mike for a second. I was with you for a second. I was with you.
But it's not flipping on you guys. So when the mom goes down to court and pay child support, knowing that this guy can potentially go to jail if he doesn't live up to her obligation, knowing
I don't agree with that either.
And the situation of that man, the dude, if you know the dude wasn't having a perfect job before ahead of time or nothing. So now that man can go to jail, and a woman should sign off on that and say, hey, you should go to jail. How's she looking out for the kids, for that woman, that father of the kid? That is crazy.
So right now, my baby mother, my daughter's mother makes more money than me, is doing great, right? I shoot up some videos just showing I'm in the barbershop and I'm here. She calls child support and says, yo, Keefe is making money. Keefe got a job. I don't. And they take my license. They snatch my license. So I got to be the bigger person. And yes, you're right. You know, with strikes on my Corey, I got to, I guess, pull up my bootstraps, like Troop says, and go out there and, be, no, I'm just, that's your saying, just pull up your bootstraps. But at the end of the day, right now, we're in the same situation where my daughter is getting fed information not to be with her dad. The mother's living comfortably, and she's still calling child support. So
you involved too with this?
Yeah.
You involved.
Not DCF.
You involved. Well, with the
My daughter's 18.
Department of Revenue.
I graduated.
Sometimes they connected, sometimes they're not.
Yeah. So child support and pretty much DCF.
But me and Nate don't live with our baby mother. He does. You don't.
So it's what? Let's do some stats right quick. It's what? 2, 4, 6 of us in the room.
Yes.
And 4 of us
on
are
child
caught up in the
support.
system behind ICs, right?
Troop was too.
So
Troop was too?
At one time, yeah.
Oh yeah, I paid all that child support, I paid all that stuff. and I had custody of the kids, but I figured, hey.
He had custody, still paying child support.
had custody. You still paid child support.
That's your Dred. Still support the girl.
And still had custody?
Yeah, I was.
That's
I
yours,
was
Dred. Support the girl still.
Who was you paying child support
Wow.
The city, Boston.
to? It was back child support?
Well, some of it got into arrears, but it was paid to Boston because I couldn't take care of the kids on my own.
Thanks for clarifying that, because if you didn't say that, then they were like, "Oh, Mike, I thought you had to pay," but you wasn't giving the money to the mother. Money wasn't going to the mother; it was going to the city.
And then it go to her.
It was going to the city.
Go to her.
And she had no
went
kids
on
though.
the- huh?
They
But she
get
didn't have no
that
kids.
It's business.
She had the 3
And she
kids.
took the
Oh,
services.
she still had kids with her.
She had we had 3 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying though, like,
But
wait.
I could have took those kids. I took my kids,
Okay,
but
okay.
I wasn't set up to be able to do that
take care.
type of stuff.
Men say that a lot of times. You have no idea what it means to be a 24-hour parent unless you've been a 24-hour
Yeah, I
parent.
didn't-
There ain't no, I'm gonna go, let me blow this L down. There ain't no, let's go play ball. There ain't no, I'm gonna go holler at this
Yes,
shorty.
there is.
None of that. None of that.
Yes, there is.
No,
Yes,
there
there
ain't.
is,
No, there ain't.
Dred.
No, there ain't. No, there ain't.
Dred, how you figuring? How you see these baby mamas in the club every weekend?
You see it once a week, not
No,
you see it once a week.
no, Dred, you know what? I know what I knows about you. Real quick. You know what I knows about you? Over the last probably like 5 to 7 years, you really have a lot of empathy for women, and that's great.
Because
You know?
men are savages. I'm not lying.
but-
Men are savages. I've been a savage my whole life, and I've been around savages. I'm not gonna lie about
but
that.
now your tone is like really having women on a high pedestal.
Women are better people than men.
So let me tell you something. I'm
Yes, they are.
I'm talking about women in the system. I'm not talking about women in period. I'm talking women on this in this system. You know what? I would even challenge you and say maybe 60% of these women out there false allegation to these men. 60%. And I don't really care. 60% of these women out here are saying men are doing this, men are doing that because they're bitter because the men don't want to be with them. 60%. I'll bet any money on that.
This is an example right here, right? So like 2 things right here. How the emotion guides on both parts. How many child support cases are there in the city?
I don't know.
But you just put on a percentage of how many trifling women are. That
Yes.
speaks to the
Yes.
implicit biasness in men. How they hate
100%,
women.
100%.
Right? You just put a number on it, right? Out of nowhere.
Just like you put a number on the food.
No, but I'm
guesstimation.
no, because I buy food. I buy food every night.
Well, my
But-
guesstimations come to the men I talk to.
Right, but you was like, well, how many guys say that? Like, you have a ballpark. You said you threw 60. You said 6 out of 10
Yes,
women.
yes.
Like that's a huge number, right?
Yes.
But even outside of that, we said to the point about the women in the club every day. Worcester doesn't have a lively club scene. They're not clubbing every night. They club on Friday and Saturday. So how many nights out of the week are they really popping? If we're not, let's not lie. Let's tell the truth. Right? Worcester doesn't have this scene where everybody's out clubbing every night.
Let me tell the truth.
But the same thing for you. But you said men will be out there every night though.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
That's why I said that.
I said men are
Rocking air
blowing out
mattresses.
trees. I said men are blowing out trees. Men are getting fresh.
You don't know
Men are
why?
blowing
You
out-
don't know why? It's because it's the escape, okay?
It is,
Some
it is,
people
it is.
escape to the drugs. Some people
There you
escape
go.
to it's like,
So
yo,
we tell them-
baby mama tripping on me. The system tripping on me. So guess what? I'm finna get fresh. I'm finna blow this hair. I'm finna go to the club.
Be honest.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and this time I'ma strap up or pull out.
Straight up, man. Straight up. And my whole thing is like, I don't know if people can even expect already, especially when you're talking about poor people. I'm not talking about black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? When this system was still created about child support, it is for men that basically was high rollers. That was spending extra amount of money, thousands of dollars, not taking care of their kids. So you fast forward to 2016, now there's poor people grouped into that high roller bunch of people was geared towards upper middle class white men. This is where this whole child support came from. They never adjusted that system from then. You know what I'm saying? So the questions of ideas off the top is saying, hey, this man's making a whole lot of money. This man is not taking care of his kids. But you know, this guy might not have a job. This guy might be struggling with trying to get a job. This guy might be working for minimum wage, which now you can't even pay for a rent with minimum wage. So like, yes. What's even more messed up, men can't even decide. So if I have my daughter, I didn't want her. That's crazy to say, right? Mm-hmm. But at that time, but at that time when I came in, when she told me, when my daughter's mom said, I said, you know what? I'm in a place I can't do it. Like let's get an abortion with her, right? No.
That's facts. That's
You know what I'm
real.
saying? No,
That's real, that's
I
real.
couldn't make no decision in this. So fast forward when she has a baby, when
And she
I don't
already
like her
in a
no more, and
situation.
I move on to her because of her ratchetness ways. I'm not gonna go into that.
Yeah.
So I move from her. I get a relationship with somebody else because of that. It's not because of.
It's not
It's not because like this person's not gonna be a good father. She couldn't even rate that yet because she was so young when she went to child support. She can't say, "Hey, Nate's gonna be a bad father or a good father." And there's a lot of cases like this.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, you know what? You moved on. Bump it. I'm taking you down to the court. And them knowing potentially you can go to jail. Sometimes they say, hey, you know what? You're gonna go to jail. Ha ha ha. Watch, you're gonna go to jail, huh? You ain't got no job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of woman we'll be dealing with in this system. Not all women. I'm still gonna
There's
say
a lot of them like
I'm
that.
still gonna say like 60%, but
There's a
that's
lot of
probably
them.
off. That's a voices stat.
Yeah. Right, but I know the voice stat. But you're talking about what, 5? So 3 out of 5. That's a high number. If, at the end of the day,
I think that
you should be looking. In Mike's perspective, it should be 1 out of 5, right?
Well, no, I mean, like, look, man. Here's what I'm gonna say this across the board. So if you go like, I think I felt like it was a little ugly. I mean, just like, out of all love, I felt it was a little ugly on how you phrased it. But I think that was the most poignant point on your post. I've been saying, the men, you sleep with these women. You knew who they were before you slept with them, right? And that doesn't mean that it hurts any less. But you
I was
knew-
lied to.
Oh, okay, so
She told me she was a lot older and she acted a lot more mature.
Right, but here's what I'm saying.
I thought she was someone else.
And you are also the person that said that people are going to continue to have sex.
That is just-
Right. So that was your defense for not for abortions. So why is that not the defense for this now? Like the man's going to have sex. So
Yeah, so you have consequences. You slept with a woman who this is who this
But
woman
that
is.
consequence
You put a
of
baby
the
in her.
justice
This consequences carries throughout life.
Okay.
That's a horrible
life.
consequence.
So you knew that this was a system, right? You knew that even if you as a man you felt like
Ray
this
Carew.
if you felt like this system is biased towards women, you knew that before you took your clothes off and laid down with
well,
this
some
woman.
of them, not a lot of them.
I could dig that though,
say all
'cause-
the time though. You can't say all the time.
Teenagers don't know
do
about
you think that
Teenagers don't know that.
I've never heard a man in my life past the age of 18 who has friends with not complain about child support.
We've all had
Like-
kids over the age of 18.
No. I'm talking about now. Like men, once men have like kids or around men with kids, like there's this thing amongst men. This is men culture to complain about women and complain about child support. Like there's no, like I don't know a lot of men who hasn't been part of this conversation. Right?
100%.
So you knew this.
Know why women are not in the conversation? Because it benefits them.
Okay. So if that's the case, stop making babies with women with trifling women. It's your responsibility.
But
Hold on.
I would disagree because you never say if I have a relationship with a woman, right? Usually that relationship's always peaches and creams at first, right? Don't lie.
Oh, yeah.
But, like it's great.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you come in. You mean it's all good? You guys get to know you, laughing, giggling, you have fun.
Tell
And everything.
me, I didn't know
It's like that. It's like that in the beginning, and then
I
once
didn't
you
know
know
on site. How to know if
during history, then you find out she's trifling. But like a lot of times, men are not saying having sex. Oh, I think this girl's gonna go to the DOR and make up these lies and make me. Men are not thinking that like that. I'm sorry.
All right. So I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about men. I know men, right? Friends, associates that have babies with women, partners, irresponsible sex. They come from a family of generational poverty,
Yes.
of ratchetness. They
Yes.
have demonstrated ratchetness. They've been in the street fighting, doing all types of drugs. There's all types of indicators that this is not going to be a great partner. And you still smash, and it's all good until it goes crazy. And then you be like, how did you get like this? This chick was known for this. This is what she was known for.
No. Wait, Mike. I have to disagree with that. That's crazy.
I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying you tell me like I'm not gonna put names on this. But you and I, we come from the same neighborhood.
But
look at the baby mothers.
But look at, I understand. But
tell me
for
this.
girls with misfits,
Wait, I just got a quick
a messed up mom.
Did I stop there? I named like 8 things.
All those 8 things though.
I just want to hear the one thing that I didn't hear. Did she have a cute behind?
Donkey.
But Mike,
That's all they care about. That's all they care about.
Yo, all those 8 things. All those 8 things that you mentioned, it still doesn't like. That's like judging somebody. You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to judge people.
So let me ask you something.
But you're throwing a lot of people in the same category.
Yo, Mike.
You're making life decisions.
Like a girl can be out there and doing all those things you said, And that's still, when you sleep with a girl, it doesn't indicate that she's gonna. First of all, she's gonna have a baby. You know what I mean? You don't know that's gonna happen, right?
Don't stop front and everything. You jumped on them girls because
Thank you, Truth. Thank you, Truth.
As a child,
Yeah,
as a child,
that's probably true. But
you made immature decisions.
It's true.
And
Stick with you.
the consequences for those decisions.
I agree with you.
Mike has, I've known girls that Mike has described, and I still
But yo,
like,
so-
it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Hold on, I believe it's true.
I want to draw this comparison, Nate.
Yeah, you do that because she looks good, but you don't do that and say, hey, you know
So-
what? Why she looks good? She got a nice, she's
You
cute,
ain't
she got a
thinking
nice
about
body,
none of
and
that stuff.
everything. You're not thinking about, yo, she's gonna. If I do have sex with her, if I potentially have a baby,
Wear
she's gonna take me
condom.
down to child support, and all these things are gonna happen. You know what?
It's your responsibility to think that.
That's
That's your responsibility. That's
We
what
gotta
the
bring
point
that
is.
up.
That's
We
your
have to bring
point.
that up. That's like being black. That's like being black and committing a crime.
yes,
You know they're
yes,
gonna roof you.
yes,
So why
yes.
would you get? You know what I mean?
You gotta be
Same
careful.
thing.
Oh, please.
See, you see?
Unless you're dealing with a white woman, and she might try to do the co-parenting.
But that's crazy. Did you get more credit to white women?
Whoa.
Only white women get parent? Why they walk right away? And there's some truth to that. I don't care, like, yo, 2017? Listen.
Oh my God,
Listen. 2017, I'm keeping it real. I'm apologize. I'm not gonna be on the show, but I'm gonna be involved, listening and commenting and doing whatever I gotta do to support you guys on the show. So I won't be like, I'm not
We got
holding
one more
no.
week of you.
I'm holding no hold back, no holds barred. So I would like to say this to Latino women, specifically Puerto Rican. Specifically Puerto Rican, because like Salvadorian chicks.
I'm not in on this. I'm not in on this.
No, the views of Nate are of Nate and not of the rest.
A lot of other Latino, Latin America, they be doing what I do. But Puerto Ricans and black women, I'm sorry. Yo, that is not your answer. The answer is not going down to the DOR all the time for everything. That is not the answer. You guys need to step your game up, like straight up. It's all like Sotomayor right now, yo. Like straight up, y'all need to step your
They
game up,
love
man.
that part.
Like straight up, I do not. Yo, for real, 2017, y'all black and Puerto Rican women, step your game up, man. Stop going down to the courthouse wanting the courts to be your dad, the father of the kid. Just stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Allow the father to be present in the kid's life. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of the monitoring section. Because you go to a monitoring section before you go to the courts.
I can't breathe.
Focus on that part. You don't have to go to the judge and put the guy in handcuffs and all this stuff. Stop it. You guys need to seriously
You want to hear a
stop.
crazy story? Me and my baby mother, my daughter's mother, went down to DOR together. Like, we're gonna try to do this co-parenting thing. The lady took my baby moms in the back room and was like, "Yo, listen, we need all this information because we gotta build somebody." Don't you know my baby mama came back and was like, "Yo, you gotta go in there and give her your information, man, because we need to feed our kids." And I'm like, "What happened to co-parenting? What happened to us going there saying we gonna raise this kid together?" She's like, "They gonna give me $500 food stamps, $500 cash assistance." I'm like, "Wow."
He said, what happened to co-parenting?
Yo, word. I'm just saying.
See, like my son's mom, right? My son's mom. My son's mom, she Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican, right? And you know what her mom told her?
What?
You know what mom told her?
Bleed him for everything he got.
Go down and put Nate on child support. This girl's living with me. She doesn't pay nothing. I tell her, you know what? Just get your GED. Don't worry about the bills. I got everything else.
She said, "Forget GED."
So she goes down there, her mom, and after, because like, tell you the truth, you guys, I've been hustling for 3-4 years before my son, before I figured out that I had to pay child support. So I never got no information that I had to pay child support, right? So I get bopped, I go to jail, I come out, I'm like, y'all want to change my life. I start working at Wings Over Worcester, got my first check. That joint said -$100. I swear to God, right? So I look on the side. I see FICA, I see federal, I see medical, then I see CS. I'm like, what is CS? So I take it to my employer. I say, hey, what does CS mean? You guys made a mistake.
You kept it a secret. 'Cause
I don't
you
know
want
why
that
you guys taking money from me. Who's this CS stuff? Right?
He kept it a secret because you
So
want that $100.
no.
Yes,
They did.
yes.
They said go down to the courthouse and see what else. The CS was child support, right? So I'm like, dang. when I have to pay child support, so I go, I'm mad, I go out, I see Crystal, I'm like, Crystal, what's up with this child support? What, but you getting child support? This is a lie, right? Dang, my mom told me to go down there to get extra money.
That's crazy.
What? But you've been living with me the whole time. But that
You
one,
know her mom was like that. That's my point.
Hey.
Don't act
That
like
one,
he was a kid.
He was a kid, hey, that one, I'll agree with you, Mike. I knew she was a bum from start.
I didn't say that.
I knew she was a bum from start.
That's crazy.
And I should identify that and you know, strapped out, put a whole body condom on.
Shots fired.
I didn't say that, man. I didn't say that.
But to tell you the truth,
Two minutes left.
Crystal was the type of person that I was trying to have a kid with, though.
You saying, man,
Look at
I
that.
see you, bro.
I don't care, man.
I got
I'm
your
not
back,
care.
son.
I'm out of here. Yo, I hope, yo, both of my kids, I hope you guys watching this and learning from this. Because both of them had extra kids, right? You might think this savagery would stop, right? No, they had extra kids.
They thought they'd get extra money.
The savagery didn't stop. They had extra kids after me.
we need a re-up.
And guess what?
We need a re-up.
They're on a DOR, and the DOR still agreeing with them. Like, yeah, you guys are right. Here, look at money. What do you mean stop having kids? The DOR not gonna say, hey, stop having kids. They're never gonna say that to them. So you learn from this. Don't have kids no more, man. Don't have no kids no more.
Laughing, but the target on our back.
Yo, word. Happy holidays, man. We about to be out here in a minute and 20 seconds. Please enjoy your Christmas. Be around your loved ones.
But don't enjoy it too much.
Yo, don't enjoy it too much when you're having, you know, I guess, not unprotected sex or having sex without knowing your partner.
And there's protection out there, folks.
Yes.
Be proactive and take some kind of protection.
Yo, and if you guys could, have your significant other fill out a child support application, and on that application will say, I will not pay your child support if we have a baby.
Well, in the future, though, me and
Have it
you,
signed this, it was like a prenup.
I'm gonna have my
Yo,
wife
word.
have a
So
kid
you
with
gotta
someone
have-
else.
you
We need money in the house.
you gotta do it like Bill Cosby. You gotta have them sign a contract before you make before you do anything with them.
Something.
But well, hopefully in the future we could be able to collab on something, because I want to hold the flag for felons. You know, people who've been locked up,
Right.
and you have this system that just wants money. The court systems want money from them. I guess
they wanna give 'em a
people who
job.
have credentials want them to
We're almost out of time, and I want to hold the flag for all you people that do the right thing out there.
Do the right
You know,
thing?
I'm gonna hold the flag for you.
I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, you can tune in on in Archangel and mature in the chivalry, because there's a whole group of people out there that I ain't getting any of this stuff. So I'm gonna hold the flag for them.
Yes, and we got
All right,
4
whatever,
seconds.
true.
Shout out to my wife.
Hey.
Shouts out to everyone out there listening.
And I'm out of here. 91.3
And
WCW.
Merry
Voiceless.
Christmas.
Voiceless, Kunta, Kinte. I'm out. You guys won't see
Merry
me again
Christmas.
unless I come on the show and tell you guys about my program that I'm gonna start up. So I'm definitely out of here. Peace.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, Happy Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa, have a good time with your family. Do
Yeah.